you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Zoya and I'm back again with a new series of videos. This time around it is for my visual literature course and my topic is going to be color schemes in graphic novels and comic books. So I'm going to start off this video by asking you guys a very simple question. What's the first thing that you pay attention to while you're looking at a comic book or a graphic novel? I'm sure a lot of you are thinking the plot, your favorite superhero, your favorite villain. And rightly so, because those are basically the main reasons you're picking up the novel in the first place. But in actuality, the first thing that grabs our eye is the visual artwork. But unfortunately, somewhere between the intense flipping of the pages and as we get lost into the plot, we lose sight of those graphic details. So in these comic books, the color schemes or the color palettes are almost as important as plotting out a storyline. They're extremely well thought out and curated to add flair and effect to not just the storyline, but the characters as well. It is a very important communicating key to tell a story. You are wondering, why are these colors important? How are they important? They're just colors. And besides the main reason that they're used to acquire and maintain the reader's attention, one of the most basic but most important reasons is to distinguish and identify various characters, objects, and also add depth to the background that they're in. Okay, let's talk about some examples so that you have a better visual understanding of what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna say a couple of colors bunched together and let's see if we are thinking of the same superhero. If I say red and gold, I'm sure the moment I said that, the first superhero that popped up into your head was the one and the only Iron Man. If I say green and purple, I'm sure you thought of the big guy himself, the Hulk. How about blue and red? The one and only Man of Steel, Superman. I hope those examples gave you a better understanding of what I was trying to explain. Now, since we're on the topic of colors being used for different characters, another thing to look at is color association, as in what colors are used for what kind of characters or what kind of scene. Now, generally, darker colors are used to associate villains, evil, danger, like the colors black or like a very unnatural green or purple. So if you think about, say, the Joker, or if you look at the Green Goblin. Now these are two examples of how these dark and gloomy colors represent villainy. Whereas in other cases, there are superheroes that use a more vivid color palette. Like look at the examples that I told you before. Superman, Iron Man, Captain America, Wonder Woman, they all use these bright colors of red, blue, greens, yellow. So this is an example of how identity and distinction comes into play, where the artists use these color palettes to help make it easy for the readers to understand who's who. Of course, not every superhero or villain follows this concept. However, this is the general idea that comic book artists have followed before and continue to do so now. By taking the example of the DC Comics and the MCU Comics again, you can see that the DC Comics have a much more darker palette on the outside, whereas on the inside it's much more lighter. But in the MCU comics, their backgrounds and their color schemes are much more bright and much more vivid. I'm using one of my previous assessments of the graphic novel Watchmen as a more detailed example. As you can see, the artist clearly uses different palettes for each character, which helps the reader easily distinguish between Dr. Manhattan, Rorschach, and the Night Owl. Besides giving a character its individuality, color is also used to invoke emotional response from its readers. How? By associating a color to an emotion or a feeling by using different variations of temperature. And what do I mean by temperature? There are warm colors and cool colors. Cool colors are different hues of reds, yellows, orange, and cool colors that are hues of blue, purple, and any other colors that fall into that spectrum. So what do I mean by this? Where are these cool tones and warm tones used? Cooler tones are generally associated with the feelings of sadness or reflection or anything that's a little more dull, whereas warmer tones are generally associated with high energy scenes that are filled with either anger or excitement. An example could be a fight or even depicting something that is dangerous. By using the same assessment again, here are a few scenes that uses color to depict emotions and feelings. In the first section, the color red is used to depict death and bloodshed, the feeling of violence. In the second comic strip, depicts emotions that are going through a certain character. The colors shift from yellow to purple as if you too can visualize when his mind is changing. And here, lastly, there is a strip of the doomsday clock that is being taken over by the violent red, almost like blood as we progress through the story. Here are a few more examples from the graphic novel Watchmen. As you can see, warm colors are used to show destruction and calamity, whereas red is used to show blood and violence, and white is used to depict the feeling of power and complete insanity. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I also hope that you gained a little bit of insight and understanding from these videos as to how important color schemes and color palettes are to comic books, and how important of a tool it is, not just to help engage readers but to enhance a scene, to create these emotional responses, and also add so much depth into a story as well as its characters. So I hope you guys stay tuned for part 2 of this topic, and I will be back. Bye. Hey guys, I forgot to mention that I have listed all my references as links down in the bio. So please go ahead and click on them if you want to do some more reading.